at least at my speed of talking and editing, converts into, thank you fucking hell, we have error recovery now. I have had a pretty long day today, so let's just immediately get into this and do some piratey shit, because I could use a little bit of fun. I've been working very hard, and immediately after recording this video, I'm going to go back to being productive for YouTube purposes, not for like work-related purposes this time though. But still, it's a very similar vibe. I guess right now, in a certain sense, oh yeah. I am also being productive because literally I am producing something. And that something is a YouTube video. I don't need Lucky. I don't know why I equipped that in the first place, because I really don't need that. I also just had dinner, because that's just how I record these videos these days, apparently. Just have dinner and then record these videos, because this is so good. So good. Now I can actually move fast around these worlds, because I can aerial dodge into a glide. And that is just the best combination of mechanics in video game history. It isn't. But the video I'm working on right now, actually, well, the video I'm working on right now is the one you're watching, because it's the one I'm recording now. But the video I'm working on right now in the more general sense, that being the video that I'm like writing a script for, Bright Rock map, thank you very much. Writing a script for, and then going to be recording some. I am recording some footage for it already. Actually, I've been playing Cuphead, which is going to be like 5 seconds of that video, and of course, naturally, I'm playing the entire game. It's mostly because Cuphead is just a really fun, infuriating, but fun game that I haven't put it down yet, and I have plenty of footage already. I have like 6 hours of footage for a video that's going to not even be about Cuphead, but only uses it as a very short example for no more than like 15 seconds. I've got 6 hours of footage. So is that overkill? Yeah, but I want to have the entire game ready and recorded for whenever I want to like use a bit of it at a later date. I'm really like trying to build up my footage archive for these kind of purposes, so that I can start producing these more editorial videos a little bit quicker and more easily. And where I don't have footage for games that I either don't play a lot of, or that I don't expect to be talking a lot about, I'll just download footage off of YouTube. But I very much prefer having my own footage, just for quality's sake, but also for like integrity sake. So yeah, I've been playing Cuphead, but I'm working on a video where I will also be talking a little bit about Kingdom Hearts 2, which is very fun. It's a. Am I going to spoil this? I'm going to spoil this. It's a video about boss design, about what I think makes a well-designed boss. That's totally separate from a fun boss, by the way. For more info on that, see the video in like a month and a half. But Kingdom Hearts 2's final boss is a very good example of something that I think serves as a very good boss fight, and that is, it combines a lot of the mechanics that you use throughout the game, and a lot of different ways of like fighting enemies and stuff like that, right? I think I've got all the chests in this area now. And it does that very well, and that's what that video is about. So Kingdom Hearts 2 is going to be a part of that video, and so is Cuphead, so is a lot of different games, really. It's going to be an interesting video, but that video won't be going up for a while, because I'm still going to stick to one edited video a month, rather than every other week, because while the What is a Game video is doing very, very well at the moment of recording this, it's got almost 2,100 views. That is because I'm running an ad campaign to boost that video. And when running an ad campaign on a video, especially one that's maybe slightly a little bit clickbaity, didn't really think that through. Your retention just goes to absolute shit, which means that after this ad campaign is done and over, this video is going to get like no views anymore at all. Because the average retention is like 2% of the video. Because people click and then immediately click off for whatever fucking reason. Just like, if you're going to click off a video in the first 5 seconds, I will never understand this. If you're going to click off a video in the first 5 fucking seconds, why did you even click onto it in the first place? I genuinely do not understand how that happens. But anyway, the average retention is 2%, which means that it's going to get absolutely demolished in the algorithm, which means it's not going to get any more views, like, at all. And the amount of views and, like, long watching views it would need to get in order to balance out its disadvantage in the algorithm, it would need to, like, get another, like, 5,000 views that watched it all the way through, and that would get it roughly to, like, 50% retention time, which is very good. Usually, I think about 30% is average for a normal video. That being said, these Let's Play videos, by and large, actually perform very well as far as retention goes, because they end up between 35 and like 40-ish% usually, which is really, really good. So that means that at least I'm doing something right as far as like gameplay commentary goes, I suppose. And with that, it's mostly also in the first like minute or so that people click off. Again, I don't understand why that happens. Just don't start watching the video. I honestly rather not get your view. If you're watching, like, you're 5 minutes into this video. Statistically speaking, that means that if you've made it this far into this video, this Let's Play video, you're going to probably watch the entire thing. So thank you very much for that. But if you're a viewer, I would rather... Literally everybody watching this video is a viewer, by definition. But as a viewer, I'd rather you didn't give me the view and didn't click on my video to begin with than increase my view counter and then immediately click off and destroy my retention rate. Like, I don't understand how that happens, why that happens, other than maybe sometimes like bots which don't watch entire videos, but I'm getting these views not through bots, but through YouTube advertising. So I very much doubt that a lot of these accounts are bots. So what I'm hoping is that because... and I know what's happening to a certain extent with this specific video, right? Because this video, it's got a thumbnail with the Minecraft logo with the text "not a game." So what people do is they click on and they like leave a dislike or a comment or whatever, and then they leave. Is what you would think, but I've only gotten like 4 dislikes and like 3 comments off of the YouTube advertising. So where are the other 2,000 people that clicked onto the video and then immediately clicked off? What happened with them? How did that happen? I genuinely don't understand. And I know this is being a little bit inside baseball for a Kingdom Hearts video, but it's... I talk about this all the time, right? These videos are partly me playing the game, but also partly me just talking about my life. And this certainly is something that's going on in my life right now, because I published this video that I was very, very excited for a long time. And I expected, to a certain extent, the retention time to be bad, but this is real, real bad. And it's not that I'm, like, salty about it being a bad retention time. A little bit, admittedly, but that's not the main issue here. The main issue is that this thing is going to explode. Thank you. The main issue is that I don't understand. It's not because I say something stupid. I probably said a lot of stupid things, but it's not because I say something stupid and people click off because of that reason. Because people, by the time like the video starts with, okay, I know this is a scary topic, but hear me out. By the time I finish that first sentence, about 90% of people have already clicked off. And that I honestly don't understand. So that's what's been going on in my life, is trying to figure out what the hell to do with this. I'm not going to like do a YouTube ad campaign for the next video, which is the video about what makes a 3D platformer a 3D platformer. Also going to have a little bit more of a clickbaity thumbnail. A little less so, but still slightly. The thumbnail is going to be Mario Sunshine with the text "not a platformer," because the thesis of that video is that Mario Sunshine is not a 3D platformer, but rather a action-adventure collectathon with a little like platforming element into it. Aerial Spiral is not a recovery move, never mind. Sorry for coughing. Could you not? Water. Water is so nice. And I'm going to publish that video without any YouTube advertising, and I'm just going to like manually advertise it, which means that I'm just going to be posting it on like Reddit wherever needed. I'm going to spam it on a lot of places and like do all the promotion stuff myself. And maybe that way it gets a little bit more views than just like 20 after working on a video for like 30 hours. Because that is just very discouraging. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the fact that these Let's Play videos are getting like up to about 50 views in some cases. Generally like 30-ish views per episode. And oh, you can't let Jack die in this. Yeah, I forgot about that. I don't mind these videos getting a lot of views, but it's like I made one of these videos in under an hour. I record this about 30 minutes. I sync it. I choose like a hook for the start of the video, which is probably part of the reason that the retention is so good. And I render and I upload. Altogether, that entire process is done within roughly an hour or so. Then I do a video where I do a little bit of research. I actually like write a proper script. I like line up arguments. I record a shit ton of footage, or even like download a shit ton of footage. I actually have to do the editing for it. The recording of the voiceover takes roughly as long as it does for a usual Let's Play video, because I mess up a lot. I have to like redo quite a lot of takes a lot of the time. No. And then when the video gets uploaded, it gets less views, right? It's literally 25 to 30 times the amount of work, and it gets about half the views. Which is just like very fun and encouraging for these videos, but it's really discouraging for those videos, which I'm not saying that I don't want to be making these videos. I'm just saying that I would very much rather make those other videos as well. I've talked about this a lot before, where I don't intend to ever... God fucking damn it! I don't know why this boss fight is being such an issue. I don't intend to stop making like Let's Play related content, but I am hoping to lean a little bit more towards a type of content where I do the Let's Playing live on Twitch, because I think Let's Playing in general is a lot more fun when doing it live. Because you have some interaction, and when you don't have interaction, I can just do the same thing that I'm doing right now, right? If I have 0 viewers, it's just a Let's Play that was recorded live. If I have viewers, there's some interaction going on there, and that's a lot more fun. Let's just immediately start with Limit Form this time. How about that? Don't. Okay. Let's just do Sonic Grave again. We can do it 3 times. Okay, nice. And I got a Frost Stone out of that, because that's clearly what I wanted. Come on, come on. Okay. I still don't have scan. I just realized that. I don't know why I didn't realize that before. But I still don't have scan. And the reaction commands aren't really doing their thing. Also, how the fuck is... How is Jack getting damaged in the shadow? That shouldn't be a thing. So yeah, Let's Play content would ideally be live, and then like the VODs would get uploaded to YouTube. Either on a separate channel or on the Bronze Tier membership. Like I'm doing them right now with the community runs. I'm not entirely sure about that, but that would be the ideal situation for me, like producing one more edited video a week, preferably, and then just like streaming for like 2 or 3 hours every other day or so, and just uploading those VODs to YouTube in a way where the algorithm will not destroy my channel. Whether that be on a separate channel, in a way where the algorithm doesn't take them into account, like in a restricted form of access. Any of those ways. Okay, finally. That will be the dream. And that's what I'm trying to work towards, but those edited videos need to like just gain a lot more traction. And I was thinking maybe an ad campaign for the first one I'm doing would help a lot. And right now it is, and it's generating subscribers. Let's just be very frank about all that. It is generating subscribers, and right now I don't have anything else to do. So I guess I won't do Atlantica because that's going to copyright claim me into hell. I guess we'll just do some gummy ship stuff. Because I'm on a topic right now, and if I stop talking about this, I'm not going to be able to pick up from it when we start a new world. So we're just going to do a little bit of that, and then I don't know what we'll do afterwards. That being said, though, I think... Oh, this is my favorite gummy ship mission of the entire game. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do this gummy ship route, and then we'll go into Halloween Town. I was planning to do both gummy ship routes right now, but I realized that after we finish Halloween Town, the gummy ship to the Pride Lands will open up as well, which means that I can do those two off-screen, and then we'll have enough content to do a next episode as well. So yeah, that is more or less like the ideal situation, right? Because I really, really like doing these edited videos, whether they be reviews or retrospectives or these more analytical... I don't even want to call them like video game analysis, because to a certain extent they are, like what is a game, but I would specifically like the what is a game video as less of an analysis video and more of a almost philosophy video. The playlist I made for them is called Game Analysis / Philosophy, because I intend to like be somewhere in between. The Mario Sunshine video or the 3D platformer video, depending on how you want to refer to it as, is definitely more of an analytical video where I like structure my arguments a little bit better and I'm actually like trying to convince people, whereas the what is a game video is more of a philosophical video and a thought experiment. And the boss design video definitely also a lot more analytical. So it's a little bit more in between sometimes, but it's a little bit of both. And I very much like doing that, because this is the kind of thing that I talk about with a lot of my friends as well. Where I'm like, yeah, but this or that, or what makes this good in a game, or I didn't like this in a game, and why is that? And that just also serves as a lot of inspiration to be making those types of videos. And I think taking a subject like that and being able to draw from a lot of different games to make my case, I'm a lot better at that than trying to deconstruct a single game, because just writing the scripts, I tend to try to aim for about 10 or so minutes of content, because I think that is a pretty good balance between generating watch time and not like overstaying your welcome as a content creator. And I know that sometimes, by the way, these kind of videos or episodes where YouTubers are very like into talking about this is what I do as a YouTuber, and it becomes very meta, and suddenly they're not like a gaming YouTuber anymore, they're a YouTuber, which is sometimes just very annoying. So I'm sorry if it annoys you, but I also know that some people really find this stuff interesting, which is why for Silver Tier and Up members, once a month I do an analytics video about my analytics of the past month. So go get a Silver Tier membership if you are interested in that. Seals, yay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. But trying to make a retrospective for certain games, getting to that 10-minute mark is easy, and I have to like start scrapping things out of the script that are just not that important. For other videos, it's really difficult to get to that 10-minute mark. And it just starts like feeling like there's a lot of filler in the video, because frankly, there is. And that's not ideal. With these scripts that I've done so far, there's been 2 scripts that I've done. I'm working on a third. I'm going to be working on a third right after I finish recording and uploading this video. It seems a lot easier to fill about 2,000 words, which, at least at my speed of talking and editing, converts into, thank you fucking hell, we have error recovery now. Might as well equip that as well. It converts to about 10 minutes. Getting to that mark with these type of videos seems a lot easier. And I also think the videos themselves are more well crafted, because I go back and forth between parts of the script a lot more and rewrite stuff, rather than just writing everything down at once and just calling it a day. I still don't rewrite as much as maybe I should at certain times, but I rewrite stuff to make it make more sense with parts coming later on. So through that, I also think that the general quality of those videos is a little higher. And all those things together just make for me wanting to make those videos a lot more than the retrospectives. I'll probably do a retrospective on games when I feel like it, right? It's not just going to be analytics videos, or analytical videos, or philosophy videos, or whatever you want to call it. I don't think I even need to fight these Heartless. Oh, I do. Never mind. But it'll be a combination, depending on how the viewership goes and stuff like that. It'll be a project that's very slow to adjust to certain things. Circle of Life Keyblade from Leveling Up, hell yeah! We're gonna check that out in a moment. But to keep a long story, not short because I've been talking about this for 15 minutes, but to keep a long story from getting even longer, we're not going to go to an every other week upload schedule until I can be fairly certain that any video I upload in that playlist, or series, or whatever you want to call it, it gets at least I don't know, 250 or 500 views or something like that within the first 2 weeks. I don't need Glide Level 1. Oh, Circle of Life. So for the time being, it's going to be 1 a month, and we might upgrade that to... That's unfortunate. It's a fair bit weaker. But it's got once more. So if I ever need once more, which luckily we don't have enemy randomizers because that would probably be required to have, we would be forced to use Circle of Life. But it also means that we can never get Scan, because Scan, I am fairly sure, is on Oblivion. Because as Roxas, when we had Oathkeeper on Oblivion, we had Scan. We have Oathkeeper, it doesn't have Scan. So naturally, it must be Oblivion that has Scan. There's no two ways about that, right? Presumably, anyway. So, how's you guys been week? Wow, week been. And I say week because I don't know what is going up on Friday. I was going to say last video went up on Wednesday, so it's only been 2 days. But yeah, all that. I don't know what I was going for there. Dodge roll max, which means that we can... Oh, but that's actually really good, because that means that we can go... I fucking hate these enemies. I remember in the last time I did the randomizer, or maybe that was critical mode run of this game, I don't remember, that this fight took like half an hour to do because of those fucking enemies. Probably wasn't a randomizer run then, was it? No, it was the Vanitas run. It was the Vanitas run because I was level 1. And now we also have a high jump max. Oh my god, we're doing so well on abilities. It's kind of insane, honestly. Dodge roll and high jump both on maxed. Let's see. Oh, this feels so good. And then dodge roll. Look how far we roll. It's kind of unrealistic. It doesn't feel right. But it's nice to be able to roll that far. I'm surprised we haven't had any quick runs yet. I don't want to have quick run, because dodge roll is just better than quick run. In 99% of scenarios anyway. Generally, I have quick run unequipped, because having both equipped is possible, right? I think... I don't know what it is. I think it is the length of the press that determines whether or not you do a run or a dodge or a roll. But I think it's just a little too iffy, honestly. It's just a little too iffy. Sometimes you want to roll, then you quick run, and the other way around. Hardly ever happens, because why would you ever want a quick run? And I honestly think that the developers realized that, because in the original Kingdom Hearts 2, there was no dodge roll, because limit form didn't exist in that. I honestly feel that this fight is going to be hell. I honestly feel that they introduced dodge roll as a growth ability for limit form because they were aware that people really want to dodge roll, and they were about to introduce a fair amount of difficult ass boss fights in the final mix version, for which maybe having a proper dodging ability wouldn't be a luxury. Right? So I do feel that that probably was related. And quick run, it has iframes, yeah, but it also has like a longer recovery, and it's just generally not as good. This fight, by the way, is going remarkably well. So far, anyway. I really need a little bit more defense. I think I have another either accessory or armor slot. I'm hoping it's armor, because that means I can give myself a little bit more defense, which I don't want to say desperately need, because I don't desperately need it. I am so happy I have aerial recovery now. Holy shit, especially just before this fight. And my drive gauge powered up, so if we get final form, I can actually use it. Wait, do we already have final form? I don't think that we do. No. Well, we might, actually, because we don't have Donald and Goofy in our team in that map. No, we don't have final form. That must have been in the first attempt I did at the randomizer, which... I don't know why I didn't end up going with that. Oh, that was like weeks ago, months ago at this point, almost. When I initially wanted... No. Oh, I remember what the issue was. I'm sorry for having to realize this live on video. I remember what the issue was, and that was I had a working randomizer, and I played around a little bit with it. I recorded an episode. I think I recorded an episode. I might have just played around with it a little bit to test if it worked. And it had final form in the chest that in my previous randomizer, or the one before that. The Kingdom Hearts 2 one, obviously. Had Ultima Weapon in it. The one in the 7 Wonders of Twilight Town map. That one had final form in it, I'm pretty sure. But that's apparently not the save file we ended up going with. Because we don't have it. Sometimes these series kind of blend together, and I don't know which event happened in which version. You know, I can just reach you. Why can't I just attack you when I aerial dodge? Okay, I think Quigger Oogie Boo has been enabled, so he should just die in one of these phases. It seems like it, because otherwise he would have already snapped out of it, right? Yeah, okay. We gained another armor slot, so we at least have one armor slot to fill. Possibly two, but maybe we have one armor and one accessory slot. Either way, it'll be good. We also got a potion. Because we needed a potion so fucking badly. We're going to go to a world, surely. Yeah, okay, so those two gummy routes Oh, I can already go back to Twilight Town. I'm not going to do that, because if I go back to Twilight Town now... wait a second, you can go back to Twilight Town? Before doing Agrabah? Is Agrabah an optional world? No. Yeah, it very well could be. Neither of the bosses in this world have anything to do with the Kingdom Hearts story. And again, well, the first one in Halloween Town does, to a certain extent, because Maleficent is involved. But this is just like 2 random hurdles and then Jafar. We're gonna do both of these worlds, especially because I very much like Pride Lands. And also both of these worlds have chests that we want. So we're going to do both of them, but it's very interesting that you can go back to Twilight Town already. I'm gonna go to Hollow Bastion just to equip some items and then we'll end up the episode. Yeah, 2 armor slots it is. Okay. Definitely the... I want to say the... How do you even pronounce it? Yeah, I'm going to say Gaia. I don't think... Actually, that is what it is. I am just an idiot. Never mind. And then probably the Shock Charm Plus or the Champion Belt. That is a question, right? Do I want elemental protection? Or do I just want general protection? Looking at my Fire and Blizzard resistance compared to my Thunder and Dark resistance, probably want the Champion Belt, honestly. But just looking at generally how bad my defense is, maybe the Shock Charm wouldn't hurt. I'm going to go with Champion Belt for now, because it seems more well-rounded. But it's a close thing. So that's been today's episode. I'm going to run and upload this, as I said, all within roughly an hour and a half. And I'll see you next time.